friends, welcome back to my channel. So I'm down here in the basement. I'm just about to get out my Halloween decor, which I don't have a ton of, but today I thought we would decorate for Halloween and have a little cozy fall day. I already decorated for fall, so I'll show you like what I already do. Usually I just decorate for fall at the beginning of September, and then I'll just add Halloween a little bit later. So I think it's like the 23rd of September, and I just thought it was a good day to do it, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna get to it. So this is where I keep all of my seasonal things. This is just a bunch of miscellaneous things, but I just put this like curtain over it, but this is the space underneath the stairs. It is packed full, but I need to get out Halloween, which I believe is like on the end there. And then I think they're mostly in totes, but I do have some banana boxes. So I'm gonna get I believe the bottom one has some Halloween and possibly fall in it as well. And so I'm gonna dig that out, but that's where I keep all this stuff. Sometimes people are curious about that. You can actually fit quite a bit in here, but I'm running out of room. Okay, so I got my bins upstairs. So it's just the one bin, then this banana box, and then I have a bag with some stuff, but I think it's mostly craft things. But there's one thing that I bought this year in here. Anyway, we'll go over that. I thought maybe I'll just show you what my fall decor looks like right now before I add the Halloween. I'll show you what it looks like after. Really, it's nothing crazy. I like kind of just a minimal amount sprinkled through, just a little festive touch, but I'll show you in the entryway. I just have this hanging on the doorknob. I've had it for years. It's not vintage or anything. I should just say that I don't think any of my decor is vintage. Some of my Halloween decor is vintage inspired, that I think is really cute, but overall, I don't think any of it's vintage. So then on the entryway wall, I got this sign. It's made from wood. I actually found this at my dollar store here in Canada, the Dollarama, and I thought it was cute. Actually, I kind of want to leave it up all year because autumn, I love autumn so much. But I thought it was really nice. I'm hoping that maybe they'll have the same size signs at Christmas time, that maybe there'll be a cute one I like, because then I can just take that one off and then hang up the Christmas one, and it won't like, I don't have to patch up holes or anything. And then I also found this year, this Welcome Autumn little like wood and glass sign, which I thought was cute. That's all I have out here right now, but I'm probably gonna mainly decorate out here for Halloween, and then also my living room for Halloween, I think, is the two places I'll focus the most. And then we do just have this like bench here we keep our shoes. And then this is all the stuff I got yesterday, which I shared in the haul that I posted. Like, I'm posting it today, so it'll be up before this video. So it's just the Halloween stuff, and then I found a few other things. So actually I found this little bird, which I think is adorable. I have one similar to him. He was the only one in the store, and he was $4.25. I was hoping I would find other ones. I'm gonna like cut off his tag. So he's very cute. And then I also found this candle that's like salted caramel, which smells amazing. I might have to light that soon. In the living room in my, I was gonna say in the living room in my living room. On my fireplace mantle, I just have these two like ceramic pumpkins. I got these at my dollar store too a couple years ago. They say they have writing on them, but I don't like the writing, so I just turn them that way. And I'm burning a fall candle right now, which smells really good. So I just have that, and then down inside the fireplace, I just bought a bunch of like old books, like hardcover books last year. So I just keep them stacked in there and just kind of decorate in various ways. But in here, I just have this pumpkin I've had for a long time. Here is my other bird I was talking about. He's a bit bigger and like nicer quality, I think, but Love him. He's so cute. So I think I'm going to put that other one next to him. And then I just have another one of those ceramic pumpkins, but they're white pumpkins. And then I just have these 3 like candle holders. I usually just put battery operated candles in them and just turn them on in the evening. And then I also have lights in here, and this is on the outlet is on a switch, so I can just flip the switch on and it will kind of light up in here, which is kind of nice. I'll show you later once it gets dark. On top of my TV, I just filled this bowl with these tiny pumpkins that I've thrifted over the years. And there's some gourds too. What I usually keep in there is like that type of thing, but just kind of covered them with the pumpkins. On this one end table, I just keep this glass pumpkin. I'm not sure where I got that from because I've had it for a really long time. And the tray on my coffee table, I just added this pumpkin cheesecake candle, which is probably the best smelling fall candle I've ever smelled. This was at my local grocery store. I saved it from last year. I'm not sure if they have it this year or not, but I'm glad that I saved it. And then on the table in my dining room, I just have these, I guess like orangey brown plaid table placemats. Why can't I talk today? I got these leaf chargers a few years ago too. I think they did come from the dollar store. And then these plates are just paper plates that I got years ago, and I just keep reusing them every year, like as a display. I just think it looks nice all together, so I just do that every year. It just says hello fall. I think this one says give thanks, but I just think they look nice together. And then I got these salt and pepper shaker set. They're new a few years ago. I just think it looks nice. And then this glass pumpkin, I've had that for a long time too. I'm not sure what to put in it. I kind of want to put like little lights in it, like battery operated lights. I think that would look pretty, but I just never get around to it. And then on this piece of furniture, I just have a few things. The candles are usually always there, like vintage wood candles and vintage candles. And then I've got this dish that's vintage, that's very fall-like. I think it's gift craft. So I just put that on there. And then this tiered tray I found in the summer, I decided to just put a few things on it. So I just put some random things, and I had this leaf garland. So I put that on. I wasn't, I don't know how I feel. I put some lights there too. I don't know if I'll show you later when it's actually dark. But I just put like some of those pumpkin things. I had this wooden pumpkin sign. I love this little owl. He's like ceramic, and he says, "Happy fall." He did lose the tip of his wing, but I still think he's cute. And then another one of those big glittery pumpkins. So when you look in the dining room from the kitchen, you can see that, and I love the way that it looks. On the basement door here, I just have this little, it's like stuffed little squirrel. We use the basement door like every day, multiple times, so I didn't want anything that like made noise like the other one that I have. And then on the door to the linen closet, I have another one of those same ones that is out in the entryway. And then here in the corner on my stairs, I just put that vase that I thrifted a few weeks ago at the yard sale. And then I had a bunch of fall, like foliage type flowers that I just stuck in there, and I really didn't take any time to arrange them. I just threw them in there, but so far I like it. So it's just kind of a nice little touch. And then here in the kitchen, I've been changing the kitchen around a little bit. So I put all of like my mushroom stuff, and then I hung up these mushroom cups, which is like, that kind of reminds me of fall anyway, but it kind of fits my kitchen aesthetic all year. But over here, I just put this sign, "You Had Me at Pumpkin Spice." I think I got that at Michael's a couple of years ago, and I just put it next to the mushroom teapot. And I just have some tea down here. I kind of feel like leaving this out all year though, because I love it so much. I almost forgot, but right as you're the entryway into the living room from the dining room. I just have another one of those signs that I showed earlier. It's the same size. It just says something different, gather together. So I actually just, I didn't hang it. It just sits on top of the ledge there. I just put it up there to see what it looked like, and then I've just left it up there ever since, and it hasn't fallen down. So I might just leave it up there for the rest of the season. Okay, so that was all the fall decor, or at least most of it. I think there might be some in this banana box that I didn't realize was filled with fall things. But I think I'm going to just sort out everything that's in here just off camera because I'm gonna watch The Addams Family. I like watching that around this time of year. I think I must have watched like 7 episodes last year because it says continue watching on episode 8. It's free on the Roku channel is where I'm watching it, but I live in Canada, so it might be different in different countries. So I don't know. There's only 2 seasons though, so anyway. The bag was just filled with like crafty things, like a lot of leaves and different things like that. But one of the things that I did buy new this year, I'll just show you now because it was stuffed in there, was this sign that hangs up. It says spooky vibes. I couldn't resist buying this. Like every second word out of my mouth is vibe. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that while I'm watching The Addams Family, and then I'll probably show you everything after I get it set up, is what I'm thinking. Makes the most sense because probably just keep playing the episodes while I'm setting it up, but it's not gonna take that long because I don't have that much stuff. Like I said, I just like a little bit. I don't like it to be too cluttered or overwhelming looking. That's reserved for Christmas. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'm still figuring out where to put everything, but I have a bunch of outdoor stuff. So I'm thinking that if it is not like bad weather on Halloween, I might stick these legs outside, like, you know, make it look like they're coming out from our house. But we just have some other things that we put outside, like around the step in the yard on Halloween. So I'm just gonna put these in. We have a little coat closet out here. That way they're nice and handy. But I just got a knock on the door, so pretty sure my Amazon package is here, which it was, and this is, okay, I'm gonna do this not one-handed. Okay, got it open. This is pumpkin spice coffee. I'm pretty sure you can only get this like from Canada. I think I tried to link it before, like from the US Amazon, and they didn't have it. But if you live in Canada, this brand makes a bunch of different like flavored coffees, which I really like. So I feel like normally I just have 1 cup of coffee a day, which I already had obviously way a long time ago. But I kind of feel like making some of this because I'm so excited. It's my first, like I haven't had it yet this year, which is strange for me. So I'm thinking that I might do a pot of coffee that's like half decaf and half pumpkin spice, just so I can have some because I'm so excited. All right, I got my pumpkin coffee, my Halloween mug, and I just got this pumpkin spice creamer, so I'm using that. I just do half that and then half like regular cream. I find it too sweet if I do the whole thing. And then I'm also having this pumpkin spice donut that I made. I made like a big triple batch a week or 2 ago, and I've just been keeping the bag in the freezer and I just pull one out when I feel like it. So I feel like this will be perfect to hold me over until dinner. And then I ended up just grinding the whole bag of coffee, so that's what's left. And I normally just drink cold brew coffee, like probably 99% of the time. So now I'm gonna have pumpkin spice cold brew tomorrow, which makes me feel very excited. Okay, it's a little bit later. I'm making myself some dinner because I'm hungry. I have not eaten very much today. And I'm making this 1-pot pasta. I was gonna make this pumpkin pasta I really like, but I don't think I mentioned, but I'm home alone today. John had to go into the office. So John doesn't like mushrooms, so I thought this was a good time to make the mushroom pasta I really like, which is also a one pot, so super easy. So I just got my mushrooms and onions in here. I didn't really use a recipe. I just kind of put in whatever until it gets to how I like it. But I also add spinach in. It's kind of like a mushroom Alfredo. And then I use cream cheese and just cream and some beef broth to make the sauce, but it's super good. I'm so excited to eat. Pasta is such like a cozy food on a like cold, dreary day. And there we have it. Another great thing about this is it takes such a little amount of time. This is probably only about 10 minutes. Now I should say, I think I called it a one pot. I do actually cook the pasta in a separate pot because I think it turns out better. All right, we've got a little cashew parm on there and some green onion, and we are good to go. I'm gonna keep watching The Addams Family because I'm so into it now. Alright, I'll start out here in the entryway. So I just hung this trick or treat sign there, and I just moved the like fall thing that I had there into the dining room and hung it on the doorknob in there. And then this I'm not sure about. So, well, I just put the little pail there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it there, but I thought a cute Halloween pillow might look nice there, but I don't have one, so I just put that there. And I just hung that skeleton here with this little shelf with hooks, and I hung one of those wooden things. So it'd probably be better if I had something hanging there. I don't know. Does anyone else decorate and then you like move stuff around a lot? Because that's what I do like every single time. And then I don't know about this. So I used the spiderweb stuff that I already had, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I might take it down, I might not. I left the autumn sign up because I just love it. But I hung up the spooky vibes here where I had the, I think it was like welcome fall or welcome autumn sign. I just hung that on one of the doors in the hallway. And then I put the little pumpkin there. I already had this like, I think the candle burned out, but it's like little trees. I guess it's hard to see. Anyway, it looks cooler when the candle is burning brightly, so it kind of shines through, like it looks like a forest. And then I've got this mummy here. So I actually gave this to my mom a really long time ago, I think like in my early 20s. And I gave it to her just because I used to call my mom and it didn't call her mom. So I saw it one day and I bought it. It was really inexpensive, and I gave it to her, and she actually kept it all these years. So when I was cleaning out our apartment, it kind of made me sad when I saw it, but I didn't want to donate it, so I just kept it. And I do just put it out with my Halloween stuff, but I think if I kept it out all year, it would probably make me really sad, but I'm happy to have it. I think it's really cute too. I don't remember where I found it, but it was years and years ago. So then over here on the other shelf, I just put some of these like colored bottles that have these kind of, you know, stickers on them. And then I've got this little ghost face with a little battery operated candle. So I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it completely. So I might just end up taking the spider stuff down. I don't know. I've never used it before. It was quite difficult. But yeah, so far that's what we've got. And then in here on the record player, I just moved this off the fireplace and set it there. It actually lights up on like a timer, but I need another. It takes like those big, I think they're called D batteries or maybe C batteries, just the bigger ones. I need to get new ones so it will come back on. And then we usually keep our like Halloween candy like bowls here when it's Halloween, so I don't like to put that much on here. But when I was in the dollar store the other day, I noticed they had these black spider web like runners that were made from, like, not from plastic but from cloth. And I didn't get any, but I was thinking today, oh, that would look really good if I had one on here and maybe in a couple other places. But I just put this, I was gonna call it a snow globe, but I mean, is it still called a snow globe if it's not Christmas? Anyway, it's these cats that are super cute, sitting on a bench with their pumpkins, and it actually plays music. I had to wait for it to stop. It went for a long time, but I don't know if you could tell, but it plays The Wicked Witch's Dad from Wizard of Oz, which I liked a lot. I'm not sure. I think I got this at Home Sense quite a few years ago. I feel like I probably got it on sale though, and probably didn't pay $20, but I think it's cute. And then these are just here all the time. These are battery operated candles on a timer too, but they should be on by now, so I'm guessing the batteries are dead, so I should replace that. I was thinking about putting like spider webs over that maybe, but I don't know, I didn't have the greatest experience with it out in the entry, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. So then down in here, the only thing I did was I added in the other bird. I think they look cute together, and I turned on the lights so you could kind of see what it looks like later when I turn out all the lights except for the candles and stuff. I'll show you what it looks like. And then on top of the fireplace, I just put out a few things. So I got this, I don't remember where I got this from, but I usually just put battery operated candles in it. I think it's cute. And then I love this. I don't remember where I found this either, but I've had it for a few years, but I just think it's really funny. It's like two skeletons taking a selfie and giving the peace sign. It's just such a sign of the times we're in. And then I do have these purple battery operated lights, but I have this little jar here. It says Black Cat Hisses. I got this at Michael's, I believe, a few years ago, probably 2 or 3 years. And I know I got it when it was like buy one, get one 50% off, or everything was 50% off. Basically, I never buy anything at Michael's at full price because their prices are insane. And then I got another one that has a pumpkin, and it just says pumpkin cider. I would put, it says they're not food safe, so I don't even put candy in them because I just feel weird. They do kind of smell chemically when you take the lid off, so. And then I just have this little countdown to Halloween. I got this at Michael's as well, the same time I got those. They kind of just look like vintage inspired. And I just have them stacked. I have it stacked on these books just to give it a little height. And I tried to make it like candy corn, so I just covered them in orange, yellow, white. And I'm not sure if that's the order of candy corn or not, but so that is that. And then on top of the TV, I just put these two, they're made of ceramic. I got these at Michael's too, kind of vintage inspired. One is a cat. He's holding a little pole with a ghost on it. He's pretty cute. And then this one is a pumpkin, and he's holding a little cat face. He's sort of dressed like a, I guess, skeleton with a little top hat. I don't know, I think it's cute. I didn't really have a lot of room to do a lot up there, so like I said, I just like a little festive touch thrown in there. Nothing too crazy. And then these are my favorites. We've got these vintage inspired, they almost remind me of blow molds, except like they don't light up. This one, the cat and the pumpkin, I got this from Michael's too, the same time I bought those other things. I just happened to go one year and they had a bunch of vintage inspired stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I need all this stuff. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I think everything was 50% off. So it says $24.99. So getting it for like $12 or $13 is a much better deal. And then over on this side, we've got this little pumpkin man with his little hat on, his overalls. I think it looks really cute. So it's kind of what you see in each corner. I like the cat the best. And then over on this tray, I just put those two pumpkins. There's one there and one on top of the photo cube that does not have any photos in it still. So that's really it for Halloween. I did find a few other Halloween things in the bin. I'm thinking about maybe decorating a little bit in the basement because we do watch movies down there a lot, but I'm not going to do that today. So if I end up doing that before I film this video or like post this video, I'll show it. But if not, and I end up doing it, I'm sure I'll show it in another video at some time. Oh, look, a little Marley. Anyway, yesterday I also bought a bunch of Halloween candy like to give out to the kids and some like bags to put it in. So I'm gonna watch a movie later. I think that I might do that while I'm watching the movie. And that way it's done. And then we just use these bowls that we've had for a while to keep them in. And then I also just have, so they were in with the Halloween stuff. Also, well, I just bought this wig for John this year because he was a vampire last year and it went over really well. He like dresses up to pass out the candy. He gets really into it and the kids really liked it. So I got him a different wig to wear than the one last year because the one last year kind of bugged him a bit. So hopefully this one works out better. And then this is just like vampire teeth and blood and stuff. But then we also have these like pumpkin carving stuff. So I think I'm just gonna put that in the dining room for when we carve pumpkins. So I did find some pine cones in the fall decor. So I just put them in there. It's not full. I should probably try to get some more. But I thought, oh, well, that looks good there. And then I just put that was the one that was out in the entryway. So I just stuck it there. And then those pumpkins were on the fireplace. So I just set them in there. And then this is what I've been cleaning with this fall. This apple cider scent, Mrs. Meyer's. It is so good. It smells so good in here. I sprayed everything down right before I started cleaning today, or before I started decorating. And then on the basement door where I had put the little squirrel thing in the fall decor, I also found this fall wreath that I made like years and years ago. So I just stuck that on there. I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep it, but I kind of like it there. I think it matches with the squirrel really well. And then I just hung that Welcome Autumn sign on our linen closet door along with that was already there. And lastly, I just put that mug up here in between all of the vintage mixers, and so I have a little touch of fall in here. What I was thinking about doing is actually getting some of that like craft foam stuff and putting it in there. And I know the dollar store usually sells like black roses, like fake flowers. So I thought I could almost use it like it's a planter and put those in there and see what it looks like. So the batteries are going a little bit dead, but that's kind of what the tray looks like with the lights on. Well, I narrowed it down to 3 movies, so I brought these ones upstairs. I like all of them. Clearly a witch theme going on. This movie's so good. I think it's from the 1930s. Anyway, what was the determining factor was Practical Magic is actually on Prime, so I'm just gonna play it on Prime through the TV and instead of using the VHS. But that way, if I get too tired or I'm falling asleep, I can go upstairs and finish watching it in bed. So that's what I'm gonna go with. But it's the one I was actually leaning towards wanting to watch, so it's fine.
face it, Jen. We Owens women have always created stir. It all began with your ancestor, Maria. She was a
poor boy. Scrubbing. Unfortunately, they could never get rid of it, so they would be caught and get hanged.